Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today we are making two custom Patreon spreads, and these are going to be very different spreads, but I'm excited about them. So this first one is going to be for Darla. Darla requested a horizontal. We're going to date this. It's for the week of May 6th, and Darla is going to a card making convention. So this is going to be a spread that's a combination of travel and also our love for paper crafting. So I pulled out two Kelva Plan sticker books. I pulled out Travel Basics and Planning a Life I Love. And I was like, let me see if I can find a way to combine these, but also knowing that these will need to be driving, not flying, because she is driving, so more of a road trip. I feel like a lot of the travel themed stickers that we see tend to be more about a plane ride versus a road trip, but I saw these. So at first glance, I came across this set, although some of this is a little bit more makeup than card making, but I came across these two, and technically these aren't the same colors, but when I was looking at the blues here and the peach pink, and then I saw the green and the pink, I thought that that might be a really pretty combination. The only thing I'm now noticing is that these aren't fully crafting style stickers. I mean, we have a planner. I don't know that I'd include the makeup, but we have a planner, computer, another planner, we have pens, and then we have these. So I think that that's enough to be able to use in this spread, because when I look at the other styles in this sticker book or some other crafting sticker books that I came across, I don't know that I really found a combination that would work better than this. But I do think that this works well. So we're just going to start. Now, I don't know exactly when Darla is going on the trip, so we're going to just kind of use this as an overall week. So I do like the idea of having a packing list, so let's assume that maybe she's going to be going on the trip the first half of the week, but even so, this can be used as a packing list. Okay, I have to be careful here and make sure to get this down straight. What I was trying to do was get the top half down so that I could cover up some of the white or some of the lines on the rest of it. So we're going to use my white pen. It's just a little bit of a cleaner cover up than if I were using the correction tape, although I forgot to cap this pen last night, so now it doesn't seem to want to be that inky. But I think that if I just go a little bit more slowly, like that, there we go. It's better. So to about here. I mean, it's a light gray color underneath, so it's not a huge deal if a little bit of it shows through. There you go. You can't really even see a little bit, but again, not a big deal. And then bringing in colors here from both sides, we're going to take this white, this pen, and I guess we're just going to ignore scale in this spread because the size of the pens versus the size of the suitcases here. Now, I also have some boxes to use. So we have this teal that I definitely want to bring in, and I found, or not teal, but mint. I guess we'll call it mint because this sticker sheet is mint color from Proud Sticker Designs. So I thought this would be really pretty. And we're going to put a little box right over here. I know that Darla uses her horizontal more for journaling, so that's where our focus is going to be today versus like to-do list functionality. And then I have one of the new, is this the new one? No, this isn't a new one, but it's newish. Washi tape from Planything. And then I also have this washi. So these are going to be a really nice combination here. And then we can just do a little box. Okay, so now that I've brought in that mint color, I definitely want to bring in more of it. And this is a big sticker here. So recently I was scrolling social media and I saw someone's horizontal spread where they put the dates in different spots. It didn't necessarily stick with having the days of the week all the way on the left. And I think that's a little bit of what I want to do here also, but we're going to need to do some covering up. So I'm going to take my pen. Sometimes just cleaning off the tip of it helps, because if anything has dried over it, this helps a little bit. So I want to put this right here, but again, I want to cover up this part. I do still want this to be a functional spread for her, but what functional means to one person is different than what it means to another. So I want her to be able to look at it, have enough room to do some journaling and reflection, but not have the whole thing be like filled with stickers or empty in that I didn't put any stickers down. All right, so now we have the pink again. I think this would be pretty, maybe like right across here. I don't love it over the gray like that, but I feel like the gray, I think we're going to cover the gray. I might have a little bit of trouble going over this here. And the reason I'm using this instead of correction tape is because the correction tape sometimes is just so white against the white paper. It's like so stark that if I'm going to put a clear sticker down, I'll typically use this. If I'm going to put a paper sticker down, I'll tend to use the correction tape because it's easier and faster. This is definitely more work. So let's let that dry for a moment. And in the meantime, I meant to grab this before we started, but I did not. So I'm taking out Rainbow Date It by Mojo Jojo Plans. And the color matching might be a little bit difficult here because this is more, of course I just touched the wet. This is more rainbow than these colors in the spread. I probably could use pink. Let's go to the pink page. We do have pink because the pink kind of matches this. It's actually not that bad. So I think we'll do that. Let's get pink Monday. You know what? I want to use more washi here. I'm just trying to find the edge of it. This is one of the, I think, the new colors. So pulling the edge this way tends to help. Goodness. I feel like I can still hear some frogginess in my voice from being sick and like a little bit of a, not ringing in my ears, but like my ears almost feel clogged, which has been quite a thing. So just a forewarning, in all of my videos this week, you will hear me being quite not feeling my best. All right, so we're gonna put this down and then maybe to about there. Then take that Monday sticker. And what did I say? This is gonna be for the 6th. I probably could have shortened this a little bit. I don't know that I needed it. I feel like we maybe need a bigger day of the week, although then we're gonna really lose a lot of functional space. I'm just not loving it layered with the washi. I don't know what it is about it that's bugging me, but I think we're gonna get rid of that and just leave this alone. Okay, now let's do Tuesday. And the 7th. And then Wednesday. Before I do Wednesday, though, I wanted to confirm that I wasn't going to move Wednesday's date anywhere. So we have a box here. I don't know that this necessarily needs a box on every single day. That's what I'm kind of deciding right now. So There are, let me just move things around here. There are some other boxes in this that I probably could use. Like I could use the navy, but I first need to bring in something else that's navy. So we do have the suitcases here. A map would be fun, but we still don't have that navy. The navy is just there. And I don't need the passport, even though that's navy. I do like the on the road again sticker. Maybe there's a way to use this. I'm trying to clear off my space a little bit here. Okay. So I could put this here, and I'm trying to like play around with this a little bit as I decide what I'm going to do. So I could take on the road again. Let's put this maybe here. Trying to get that straight the first time, almost. And put this box next to it. Okay, now that I have navy in the spread itself, I feel like I have permission to bring in a navy box. So I think that I'd like to layer this a little bit right over here. And then we're going to take my pink washi now that this has dried. Put this over here. And then use a knife. If I could find the knife. I don't know that I can find the knife. So instead of using a knife, we're just gonna trim this delicately. No, that's definitely not gonna work. Okay. Elise, where did you put the knife? I have like 3 knives, so the fact that I opened my drawer and it's not there is a little silly. So I'm gonna try a little MacGyver trick. These tweezers are so sharp that they should. There we go. Look at that. See, who needs a knife when you have sharp tweezers that could poke your eyes out? Okay, I like that there. Now I want to go back to these because we're going to put Wednesday down and the 8th. And then we can take Thursday and the 9th. Because there doesn't have to be a rule that the dates all have to stay where they are. Okay. Progress is happening. So far, I feel like we've got some travel. We've got a little bit of crafting. So I think that's fun. Now let's add in this like I did over there. And we can date Friday the 10th. It feels weird to be doing something for May, but I know that this will be good to kind of prep ahead and plan ahead. All right, so I do want to be able to like move other dates around. So I think I want to take this road trip sticker. I know we already have road, and then I'm going to need to bring in some planner crafting items. So let's scoot that over. I have that planner down there. So maybe we take this one. Let's see. And put this like right here. I think that would be cute. So we'll cover up Saturday. This is why I didn't want to date the whole thing at once, so we could move things. I'm also realizing this is going to be a long video since I have 2 spreads. It's going to be, I've talked about this a bit before when it comes to my custom spreads, but I tend to not do them back to back. Like right now, it's the morning before my workday begins, and I'll do the second part of this video on my lunch break or tomorrow. Part of that is saving my voice a little bit, but part of it is wanting to make sure that I'm really taking my time and not rushing through these, which sometimes happens when I film videos during the workday, meaning before work or on my lunch break, because I'm more limited by time. So just doing one for each break tends to help prevent me from rushing. All right, so we've got Saturday. We have some room there. We have some room here. Now, I'd like to put this box here, I think. The only thing is, I really liked this large car, which I can't put if we have it here, but I could put another stack of suitcases. So I think that's what we'll do. Let's cover up Sunday. I'm also going to note, in case anyone's concerned about this, I am at the end of my cold. These spreads won't be mailed out for a bit, and so I'll leave them out. And like, I don't think there's any germs on them, but just one of those things to note, since these are going to other people, that I am. That's actually one of the reasons that I waited until the day that today is, because I wanted to make sure there weren't going to be any germs as part of this. This is what I meant about seeing the gray underneath. I don't like that. So we're gonna cover this up. Okay, that looks good. Now we need Sunday and Monday. I do want to bring in some more washi because I liked that longer strip down there. So this time I'm going to do the same thing over here, but I feel like I can't quite do it all the way across. So this time we're just going to do it here. And then trim that. And we need Sunday the 12th. I would assume that this trip is going to be more during the week because Sunday the 12th is Mother's Day. And I feel like it would be odd for there to be some sort of convention the weekend of Mother's Day, especially a convention where I would assume most of those attending are women. So this might be a weekday style thing. I want to see if I have another navy sticker. I feel like we could use some navy on this. I don't have one in that set, but I wonder if I have one here. Somewhere else in this sticker book. Look at all those that I've used, the navy ones. I feel like navy and pink. Oh, we've got a navy. Well, it's a little bit different, but I don't think it's different enough to matter. So what if we put this down here? And like layer this box. This can be just for some like final reflections or something like that. And then over here, we can take this little, maybe that charm, this one. Let's cut this so that it has a nice clean edge. Somewhat clean edge. Right there. Okay. It's simple because I was going to say there's not a ton of stickers. I actually feel like there are a lot of stickers in here, but I played around with color more than usual. We have a lot of different colors. The only thing I think that is missing, if I really want to be consistent, is having this color on the left side, which I don't have. So let's see if we can find a way to include it. I don't know because that's the only box in that color. But I don't think that it clashes. It's just more of like my patterns of, or my style. But I don't really think that it clashes at all. It's just one of those, I probably could if I had it, but I don't have it. And that's going to be a pretty difficult color to match. No, that's not right because that's more of a blue. This is like more of a purple. I don't think this exists anywhere else in the book. So I think that we leave it be and let it go. because I don't know that I'm going to find it. Okay, so that is Darla's spread, and I really like it. I am going to go about my workday, and then I'll be back to do the next one. Okay, so it's my lunch break, and this next spread is going to be for Bobby. You might remember last month I did a dashboard layout for Bobby with Go Wild prep pages, and now it's time to get even closer to Go Wild, but Bobby and her husband are driving from Florida to Texas. So we are doing a road trip planning page. And she also requested, similar to Darla, travel and planner themed. So because I literally mentioned in the first half of this video that there are not a ton of road trip style stickers, so much of travel is focused on plane rides, I had a little bit of an out of the box idea. I pulled the Happy Planner Bright Travels. This is the Tanya Garcia sticker book. And even though this is made for more of world travel, I thought that it could be really fun here with just like, I don't know, a different kind of vibe. And so then as I was looking at this, I saw the pink and I was like, wait a second, can I finally use that pink car? I mean, we can't use the plane, right? But we do have the pink truck. That's a very different pink. I might not be able to use that, but we can do travel theme with planner styles because I also pulled out Miss Maker since the trip is for Go Wild. So I'm a little overwhelmed by what I've set up for myself here as this idea, but I think it's going to be fun. Bobby also noted that I could use either a dashboard layout again or just whatever made sense. And I felt like for this, a dashboard layout was going to be a little bit too structured, and I wanted something with some more flexibility. So I haven't even used this sticker book yet. When I was flipping through it, I came across these stamp style stickers. And while I know that these are international, again, I thought it would be fun to play around with them here because this is going to be a traveling adventure, and it's been a while since Bobby traveled. So I want to get these pages close together and trying to decide how I want to use these. I was thinking maybe going down the middle, but I didn't want them to be too, you know what we're going to do? I said this was an out of the box spread, and we are going outside the box as best I can. So we're going to stamp through here. Actually, I'd like this one to be, I think, this way, not vertically. Let's see. Let's choose Canada. It feels a little silly to be doing this for a domestic trip, but I think it's going to come out really fun. And then looking at the colors here. Sometimes it's just easier to put stickers down when you take them out of the page, out of the book. Although I'm sure for many people it would bother them because then you don't have the stickers in the book. All right, so we're going to first use this to punch to get that first one, and then let's continue. And let me say, what a crazy morning I had. So typically, this needs to be trimmed a little bit more. I take my lunch break at work around 1:30, and today was just one of those nutty days. It's now like 2 o'clock, and besides grabbing more coffee, I barely got up from my desk from I guess 9 a.m. to 2. It was just one of those crazy mornings. So this needs to be cut a little bit more. I was like, maybe I'm not going to do this video on my break today, but because I was sick for so many days, I missed out on so much filming time. And I was really trying to get ahead for a while because with Go Wild coming, I'll be gone for 5 or 6 days. So my hope was like by the first week of April to be scheduled through the second week of April, etc. And I really just lost that. So we're playing a bit of catch up. Okay, I think that looks cool. I think it'll look even better once I add more of them to the other side. I haven't made a ton of these pages lately, like just not pages that aren't a regular planning spread. And I kind of miss it. I need to do more of them. I need to come up with ideas of what's going to make sense for me. Like, as we're getting closer to summer, I definitely want to do maybe a summer bucket list style page. And I did make a packing list recently. That was a Patreon exclusive video, like a weekend packing list. But there's definitely other ones that I'm going to want to make. We have room for one more. I didn't really want to do Australia because I didn't want it to have just that same blue, and it's really too late to remove any of these, but we're just gonna do it anyway. Okay, so this time I don't need to trim off anything except for right down here. And now we're just gonna go through and punch. I know that I could probably do this faster using my Happy Planner punch, but this is the punch that was on my desk. And then I'd have to take the backing off and all of that. Well, I don't have to take the backing off. That's just how I prefer to punch when I'm doing the full sheet. Little trick, even though I'm not showing it to you. If you are using a Happy Planner punch, taking off that back like plastic panel, you'll be able to see through and know exactly where you're punching if you have trouble with it, because I tend to. Okay, there we go. Now, there were a couple of quotes here that I thought were really fun. My voice is still recovering. I like those. I just want to see if there's any others. I like pack your bags. We're definitely going to need some packing list stickers here. So I had some ideas. I'm just kind of taking a look through this sticker book to decide where I want to go with some of these ideas that I have. Okay, we have bullet points, which is, we've got this. And we have bullet points. Bullet points are going to be really helpful here. Travel the world, bring on the summer fun. You are going places. I think I want to do pack your bags. And then, now Bobby already should have a packing list from the first spread that I made her, but for anyone who goes on a road trip knows that what you pack in your car versus what you pack in your suitcase are sometimes going to be different. So we need like a car packing list. I definitely want to use this sticker, but I'm trying to decide what else I want to do here. I feel like we need a header box. Those are too small. What if we do a circle? I feel like that's not something I would often do. I put this here. Am I going to have room for something over there? So I'm going to take one of these to-do stickers because my idea here before a road trip is like change the oil, get gas, all those things that need to happen before a road trip. I mean, I feel like everyone gets gas before a road trip. I think that I'm quite particular, maybe, or I don't know if particular is the word. Well, the reason that I am very cautious about getting gas before I go on a road trip is because in New Jersey, we don't pump our own gas. You cannot pump your own gas in New Jersey. And up until recently, I had never pumped gas by myself. Like I did it in Florida with friends a few years ago, but I had never done it by myself. And then in October, can't get these up. In October, I drove to Rhode Island to visit friends. And I was on the phone with my mom in the morning when I left, completely meant to get gas on my way, and then ended up in Connecticut. It's New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut. When I realized that I was going to run out of gas and I had not stopped for any. So I had to go to a gas station and do it myself. And you know what? It wasn't that hard. I did it successfully. I didn't need to ask anyone for help. So it was fine. But that's why I'm very particular with getting gas before I leave the state anyway. Throughout the state, I don't really care. But when I leave the state, these bullets just do not want to come up. There we go. Okay. So this is kind of my idea of like what's going to be packed in the car. And then I'm going to include this one here. I feel like we need some little header, like Bon Voyage would be pretty. I hear Living on a Prayer. I wonder if I woke up my Alexa somewhere. I hear it. It's like, I don't know if it's outside. I don't know. Now it stopped. So it must not be in here. It must be outside. Someone outside is playing that in their car. Sorry, I got quiet for a second and forgot I was filming. I'm covering this up because I have a very specific purpose for this sticker. So growing up, I grew up in northern New Jersey, and my grandparents, my nanny and papi, lived in down the Jersey Shore, which is more like central, south-ish Jersey, probably more central. And they would come up to visit all the time. But in addition to their suitcases, my nanny, my grandmother, would always pack a grump bag. And it was a bag of food and snacks for when you get grumpy. Because I think my grandmother figured out hanger before anyone else did, or making sure my grandfather would not get hangry. So we are making a grump bag sticker here because even though I don't know if Bobby and her husband get hangry, it makes me laugh because I don't think I've ever done one of these before in a spread. And this is where she is going to plan out the grump bag essentials. And we're going to bring in a little bit of my grandparents in here. So I'm going to write grump bag. Just trying to make sure that I had enough room. Okay. So we've got the grump bag. We have a little bit of a packing list. This isn't a huge packing list. I should probably make another section here. And then I do want to bring in one of these. I haven't used any planner stickers yet. I need to reserve this space for planner style stickers because this trip is for Go Wild. So I'm going to do another set of bullets. We're just going to pull this off the page because it was a struggle before. But I feel like you don't need that entire space, right? So we're just going to add these in. I'm glad I remembered that all of a sudden about the planner stuff. Combining two styles sometimes is a challenge, but we made it work with the first spread today. We're going to make it work with this one. If I could only get these bullet points down straight. Okay. It's funny. Yesterday, actually, I was making a couple of planner spreads off camera. So when you see me make demo spreads, like if I'm showing a new product and I just make an undated spread or something, I gift those to my patrons. And I haven't really done a ton of demo spreads in March, so I felt bad because, so what I decided to do was just kind of make some demo spreads while I was at my desk that I could give away. I was trying to decide which one of these I wanted to do. And I was like, wow, it really doesn't take me a long time to do a spread when I'm not talking through it and like flipping through books. Like I think they each took 5 minutes maybe. And it just made me laugh because it's like, oh, I probably take more time doing this while talking through it. All right, these are fun. So I like these disc things, this disc garland. I feel like this would have been really fun at the top, but I didn't do it there. So we're going to do it over here down at the bottom. Some little discs there. And then let's add in some more. This is like international travel, but it's really for a road trip. But we're adding in Happy Planner discs. This is an unhinged video. And then I feel like I need something right here. Plan, craft, that's going to be really loud because that's a lot of colors in that. Let's see. This Miss Maker version is definitely more about crafting than it is planning. I feel like I should have used this in Darla's spread too. But I sort of was focused on the colors that I had picked out earlier. Let's find something to use here. That's more sewing. I feel like I like the original Miss Maker better. These colors are very bright. I mean, they're pretty. Color me happy. We're gonna find something. Part of the hard thing is because I feel like I'm just looking for this specific space. Unless what I do is just an additional box, I think that's what we're gonna do, and let Bobby decide what's gonna go in that box. So what color can we use here? Let's do the blue, because I know I already have a lot of blue on the right side of the page. And you know what, we're gonna cut this, make it a little bit smaller. And this way she can customize the sticker for her needs. I try to leave a bit of room when I'm doing these spreads for the end user to customize it because I want it to work for them, right? That's the goal. All right, and we're gonna put this down, make this a little bit smaller. Let's overlap it. Okay, left side page looks great. We've got packing list, grump bag, whatever Bobby is going to use for this. And now we're ready for the right side. So this is going to be more of like places to see, restaurants to try, memories, things like that. So I want to bring in, I think, 2 postcard stickers if I can over here. We're going to put one here. And before I put the other one down, let's go back to Miss Maker and put this here. Although I feel like this is supposed to be at the bottom, right? Okay, well, we'll put it, there's too many things happening. Let's put this here. Let's put this one down here. And then I was trying to go higher so I could lift this one up a little bit more, but this is going to be a tough sticker to pull up. Oof. It's a miracle it worked. Okay, so going a little higher with this one so that I can put this garland down with the discs. That's cute. Now I'd like to do another one of those kind of taller arched boxes. There is music outside still. And there's someone in the woods. There's a man with a fluorescent jacket on in the woods. What's going on outside? Oh, and I see a pickup truck with cones in it. There's a little badge thing on his car too. So I don't know what's going on, but maybe his car was playing it. I'm like trying to film this while also being really nosy and wanting to know what's happening. But I like his playlist. I wonder if he's like a town inspector or something. There has been a coyote around town and I live kind of in the woods. So I'm wondering if he was looking for the coyote. That likely needs animal control, but I don't know what the animal control like symbol on the car looks like in my town. The very random things that happen as I'm sitting here filming. These are cute little headers. Let's do this. Let's add in a little header with a disc here, and we can do another one right over here too. And again, this way Bobby can decide what she's going to put there. I did want to bring in another one of the quotes. So, you are going places, enjoy the now. Or do we take one of these now, because I have the space for a larger quote here. Plan, dream, craft, design, inspire. I like that one. The planner meetup stickers are great. I keep thinking about those. It's just that I feel like that's more of the actual Go Wild days versus the road trip to get to Arlington. But this might be cute right here. Plan, dream, craft, create, inspire. And then we just need to fill in this top space. So if I'm looking at functionality, we've got some functional things down here. We definitely have functionality there, but I feel like we need something over here that's going to help. So I did use circles on the left side and I haven't used them on the right. So what if we take out a couple more circle stickers? Unless there were only two. Well, I guess three. There we go. There's the third. You know my problem with yellow, with 3 stickers. I don't know why I just said yellow. I feel like anytime I want to put 3 stickers down, it always ends up looking like a Mickey head. But I think that putting them sideways like that helps, and it doesn't look as much like a Mickey head. Okay, final step here is going to be, I wanted more of these disc stickers. This is the wrong sticker book. If you could see the planner avalanche on my desk right now. I feel like we need one of these time to plan. Maybe like right here. That's cute. And now discs. There we go. So we can put some right here, put some right over here, and let's take 2 more, put them maybe right here and here. Okay, I said we were going a little bit unhinged today, and I think we did, but in a really fun way. We have travel, we have planning here with Bobby's spreads, and then we also have travel and hopefully crafting, but this I guess would be more planning with Darla's spread. So I had a lot of fun with both of these. I'm going to link everything that I used today. Hopefully you enjoyed and maybe found some inspiration for some upcoming trip. And I like that both of these had that travel theme. So that is a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support, and I will see you next time.